We are the champions, my friends. Da-dum, dum. And we will keep on fighting till the end. Da-da-da-dum. Let's stop. Welcome to episode 18 of Biderball, baby. Yes, sir. And yesterday, we played like the fucking champions that we are. You know what that team is full of? Champions. You know what they played like? Champions. Yes, sir. We pulled out a dominating performance. Dominated them for 70 minutes. Had 10 bad minutes after that. And then cruised on the last 10. To finish top of the league. To end up with the week. Top of the league where we'll end up by the end of the season. And the one conclusion I have after that is show the fucking champions some goddamn respect. I am so fucking tired of hearing what those morons on the other side of the city didn't do, okay? Focus on what we did. What we did. Do you know what that win was? That win was 21 games undefeated in the league. 21 consecutive games undefeated in the league since January 17th of 2022, okay? That is almost 8 months. 8 months without a league loss. 21 games, including 6 straight wins to end last season and clinch the title on the last day. 6 consecutive wins, conceding 1 goal. Total. Okay? In that run, we faced Juve, Inter, Napoli, Lazio, Fiorentina, Atalanta again, and then now to yesterday, Inter again. Okay? Show the fucking champions the respect, not that we deserve, that we've earned. That we've earned by consistently being better than that other team. By consistently being better than them. It is ridiculous how many fucking excuses those guys have. It's always the goalkeeper's fault. Oh, if you switch the goalkeeper, that was the talking point, right? That was the talking point after yesterday. Oh, if you switch the goalkeepers, it would have been a different result. Oh, well, wow, that's great. Fine, if you switch the left wingers, if you gave them layout, then it would have been a different result too. That's great. Amazing analysis, isn't it? Wow, we signed the better player, right? And we, in the narratives, we get punished for it. That's what that sounds like, isn't it? Oh, if you switch the... What does that even mean? What does that even mean? Like, there is this thing... First of all, we dominated the fuck out of them. So I'm not even going to put that. But the fact that when a goalkeeper makes a save, like Manyan made two miraculous saves, right? And people see that as luck. Like, that's not luck. He practiced throughout the week, didn't he? He went to training. He worked on his skills. And he came up and became an incredible keeper to stop saves like that, to make saves like that, right? So I don't understand why that's associated with luck. That's called skill. Something your keeper doesn't have anymore, okay? Nobody made you play Semih Handanovic at age 36. You signed Onana. He was a starter at Ajax. You gave him starter level money, and you have chosen to not play him. So I don't fucking get all the bitching, moaning, complaining. I don't understand where it's coming from. But this is what they do. Last season, right, when they lost the league, what was their excuse? Oh, Radu lost us the league. Oh, Radu made a mistake. He lost us the league. What a fucking bunch of bitch-ass crybabies. That's what that sounds like. Radu played 1 game. 1 game lost you the league? What about all the draws or the losses? None of those lost you the league, but Radu with his 1 mistake. In a game you weren't even winning, by the way. Right? In a game you were drawing. Radu's one... By the way, even if you had gotten that 1 point, you still wouldn't have won the league. Okay? So there's that. And then at the same time, they say Radu lost them the league. Radu played 1 game. Tatarusano played 6 league games for us last year. And 3 Champions League games. An entire 2-month stretch where Manyan was hurt. The best keeper in the world. Oh, fuck it. Second best keeper in the world, I'll say after Addison, right? The best keeper in the league was injured for 2 months. Our backup played 6 league games, 3 Champions League games, cost us a game against Fiorentina. And you know how often we mention it? We don't. Because we forgot about it the following week. Because we don't have little ass mentality like that. That we keep having to go to the same fucking well over and over and over and over. Radu didn't cost you the league. You know what cost you the league? The fact that your top scorer, Lautaro Martinez, led the fucking league, the entire league in big chances missed. The fact that he went on an 8-game goalless drought. Okay? Then he came back, scored 3 against Salernitana. Okay? In an easy 6-1 win or something, right? Stat padding. And then went goalless again for another 4 games, okay? That lost you the league. The fact that Marcelo Brozovic missed 3 games in the entire league campaign, started 35 games, which is a hell of a lot. And in 3 games, you won 0, okay? So instead of fucking blaming everything under the sun, instead of blaming a backup goalkeeper who doesn't even fucking play for your club anymore, right? Instead of blaming a backup keeper, how about build a fucking squad? How about sign some good players? How about that? Right? Because allegedly, this is what annoys me the most about Inter and their fans, right? Every one of their players is better than ours. They believe that. They believe Skriniar and De Vrij and Bastoni are better than all our center backs. Okay? They believe all their strikers are better than all our strikers. And they believe all their midfielders are better than all our midfielders. And somehow they can't beat us. And somehow we won the league. I don't know how. Apparently we have 11 worst players on the pitch and we win the league. How is that? I don't know how. It's a magical mystery. That's what it is, it seems. We keep playing them off the fucking pitch and they still think they have all their players are better than us. In their heart, they think Barella and Brozovic and Hakan are better than Tonali and Bennacer. I don't know when they're going to wake up, honestly. Is it when we've won another league title? Maybe. Maybe it'll take them that long. Another season where our midfield dominates and theirs doesn't. I just don't know what to say with them, honestly. Like, they keep fucking making excuses. And it's embarrassing. It's pathetic. It's from the top to the bottom, too. Like, Inzaghi the other day, they lose against Lazio and he goes, oh, well, if Gosens had scored his chance, or was it Gagliardini? I can't remember. If Gagliardini had scored his chance, then it's a completely different game. So what? What is that? Honestly, what do those ifs actually mean in a real sense, right? Okay, fine. If Lazio scored 3 goals that game, okay, cool. If Lazio had missed all 3 of those chances, then they would have lost. Congratulations. Brilliant analysis right there. What does that even mean? It makes no sense. And the fact that they tolerate that kind of losing-ass mentality is why they're going to lose the league again. Because they have a loser as a manager. That's what he is. Like, last year when they lost the derby 2-1, the game that turned the season, right? Their players kept going throughout this past summer. Their players kept going, oh, we were going to win the league. Everything was going great. We were about to have a 7-point advantage in that derby. And then in the 70th minute, we made 3 bad substitutions. That's what they say, right? Basically, throwing their manager under the bus is what they're doing, right? Cool. Throwing managers under the bus. And fans have started parroting that same narrative. It's like, why the hell why does our title have to be punished by you hiring a bad manager? You had Conte. You could have won a 5, 6, 7, 8 of these damn things. And you guys, like idiots, let them slip. Sorry that we have some fucking stability. Sorry that we have a better manager than you'll ever dream of. Sorry, my bad. Why the hell do we have to be penalized for that? I just don't understand any of it. Okay, let's just actually get into the game. Into the game. First of all, first conclusion. Never, ever, ever put any player in this fucking league in the same conversation as Leao. I don't want to hear it. It's unexcusable at this point if you even mention a single other player in his stratosphere. No, absolutely not. That dude is a game breaker. One of the best fucking performances I've ever seen from him. Incredible performance. He broke every single Inter player's hearts in that game. Dumfries, easy. Skriniar, easy. De Vrij, Bastoni, easy and easier. Just taking them for fucking ripping them to shreds, man. Incredible fucking performance. Incredible player. Don't mention him with anyone. Okay? The MV fucking P. Nobody's close to him at all. Okay? We have big game players. Tonali, big game player. Giroud, big game player. Theo, big game player. Maignan, big game player. They don't know anything about that. Okay? We have big game players. That's why we're gonna cruise into the sunset after this. What a fucking performance, man. Unbelievable. Second conclusion. I don't want to fucking hear about those damn inner center backs again. Embarrassing. Embarrassing how long it's gone under the radar. And all fucking last season, how often do I have to hear, oh man, they don't have any major flaws. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. De Vrij, severely declined. Bastoni, not half as good defensively as people pretend he is. Okay? Skriniar, I'll give. He's that guy. Okay? But everybody else, no. Third part. You know what their flaw is? Is the fact that when push comes to shove, the ball can't get to their best players. That's the problem. Okay? We pressed them like hell. And we pressed them into the corners. And none of those midfielders drop back and receive the ball properly. Okay? So what they end up doing is going long. And thank God, because Simone Inzaghi is such a moron, he left Dzeko on the bench. Dzeko would have at least offered them an option as an outlet to go long. They didn't have that. They put in Joaquin Correa, which is such a huge mistake. And even after all this, they still had the lead. And then we just proceeded to systematically win the ball over and over and over and over. And every time we had a shot, right? We kept having these shots, and then the broadcast would show the replay, and by the time the replay had ended, Theo had the ball again. Tonali had the ball again, winning the ball relentlessly over and over and over and over. That was a fucking team performance. That was pedal to the metal energy that they just simply could not match. I don't know what the hell they were lacking in motivation, but something wasn't there. They weren't there, and they were not playing the same game when we were playing. Until the 70th minute when it was 3-1 and they pushed, right? And they put everything on the line and they scored to make it 3-2, right? And then Mr. Mike fucking Maignan comes up and makes two of the best saves you'll see all fucking season. The save against Lautaro's header, incredible. And again, I'm so tired of people acting like, oh, if you switch the goalkeeper, what does that mean? Why? Like, we signed the better goalkeeper for that reason. How does that make any sense? That means nothing. It's meaningless. Like, he's that fucking dude. We signed him for a reason to make those saves. It's literally his job. It's his only job description, to make those saves, game-winning saves. Look, I said from the moment the schedule was released, okay, that if we ended match week 10 top of the league, having played Inter, Atalanta, Juve, Lazio, and Napoli, I think, if we end that match week 10, if we're top by then, cruising to the title. And this isn't even the best version of Milan yet. Like, we have so many guys who haven't even been integrated yet. Like, God, man, this fucking squad, when it gets put together, when these like new signings really get fucking firing and they have some legs under their feet, oh my God, man, this is gonna be such a good team. Like, that was honestly one of the best derbies we've played. It was one of the best derbies in general, just because of, like, we finally, like, both teams finally brought the animosity back to the derby. Since last year, like, okay, now we have a real fucking game. Actually, since 2 years ago, to be fair, when Ibra and Lukaku had their thing and all that kind of stuff. Dumfries and Theo, Hakan and Theo, everybody with Theo. Just, that's what I want to fucking see. Like, I want the derby to reflect that they hate each other. I like that. That's what the fucking game is about. That's the point. I want them to hate each other, at least on the pitch. I wanted to get feisty like that. Like, it was incredible to watch, honestly. It was so much fun. And just, what a fucking performance, honestly. Like, we balled the fuck out. And we go, Champions League starts now, so let's just go beat. Honestly, I just want to qualify at the group, but let's go fucking top that thing. Chelsea are not that good anymore. They've been in terrible form. Let's go fucking top the group now. Top the group, win the league,